afternoon, everybody. We're just going to wait for a couple of people to get on here. And then I wanted to just give you the update. Give you an update. Hello, hello. Let's see, let me open up the chat here. What does the chat look like? Hey, guys. Country Girl, Shelly, Chicken Woman. Do you have a lot of chickens? You know, we need to have chickens because my boys go through eggs like crazy. Jeff, hey, Vicky, Stephanie, Elizabeth, Ola, Sherjan, Linda, Terry, Melinda, Anita, Pamela. Thank you guys. Hey, guys, for joining me today. Let's see. So, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me okay? Sound good? Based Mama. I said yesterday that I was going to be, I was going to start calling myself Malcolina X. Because of my white liberal woman thing. I took it a step further than him, though. I'm a woman, so I kind of tend to focus on the white liberal women rather than just the white liberals in general. So, why are not the men standing up? I understand your point, but there was a man at the same meeting. She crashed. Speaking up alone, he got pushed out, and you won't see him on Newsmax. You are exactly right, Lynn. We'll just, I call it my woman privilege. Unless I'm talking to that white liberal, then I don't have woman privilege because my husband. All the rules. Just go back to those point systems. It's hard to keep up with the left's point systems, but if you pay close attention, then you can beat them at their own game. And that's kind of what I try to do, is I try to use their rules. Because as absurd as they are, I don't have their same beliefs, but I will definitely use their rules against them. They definitely give me the ammunition to shoot them with, because I can just use their absurdity and turn it right back on them. And because there is no logic, there is no reasoning, there's no sense to be made of their lunacy, it makes it really easy. They're just so predictable. There was no other way that was going to end. And the reason I knew that from the jump, is because that is literally how they all treat me. They're just so predictable. It's ridiculous. So it was easy to hand her herself back on her platter. So, I am going to be on Newsmax today at, let's see, what did we decide? It's 7:45 Eastern, and so 4:45 Pacific Standard, and it's the Greg Kelly Reports show. Greg Kelly Reports. So that's the one I'm going to be on today. So super excited about that. But, I just wanted to, I needed to take a step, because you guys know that we have a lot of kids, and being a stay-at-home mom is my career, and I totally love that. I wouldn't have it any other way. I get great benefits from it. I'm very blessed from doing it. It is my career. My children are my career. And, but, BCP's been wanting me to be out there with them for many years. But it's tough when you have little ones or you're pregnant, all the time, which is kind of what my life consisted of for a good 9 years, So, now that I'm out there, and all this time, I've been watching. It's not like I haven't been involved. I just haven't been actively involved the way we see me now, right? And so, I needed to take a step back and just, put out a reminder that the Lord has laid the steps for this moment. And I know I talk about the tapestry a lot, and I will keep coming back to that, because on the backside of my tapestry is a very uh, horrible looking piece of cloth. I mean, the strings and everything crossing to and fro, and the things that I've gone through and our family has gone through. And here, I want you to pull it down. It's the joys of being a mom, you know. It's there's always something going on. Sorry, guys. Just getting ready to pull something off the wall. So, the back of my tapestry is incredibly ugly, to say the least. I mean, there's just been a lot of different things. And I know on social media, it's really easy to show the highlight reel, because that's really what it is. Social media is really a highlight reel, except Twitter. I feel like Twitter is like a battlefield. I'm trying to learn Twitter more now, and it's over the years I've just kind of put it to the side because it was a little more confusing than I cared for to deal with. But now I'm trying to learn it, and I feel like that's more of a battlefield. But a lot of social media is a highlight reel of your life, and I just needed to take a step back and put out a reminder that God has laid the steps for these, and the front of my tapestry is coming together. Those are God's meticulously woven steps, and I'm not just talking me. I'm talking the people He's placed in my life. Very integral parts of my life have been the people I've met over the years and who have come alongside me and loved me where I was at and lifted me up and given me encouragement, and my family, because it's not just me, it's our whole entire family. And if our family didn't survive, I mean, this is one of the main reasons why a lot of liberals hate us. You know, that liberal woman in that video clip, she hates my husband. Well, and we saw that Dustin called him dangerous. And, you know, a lot of people have a lot to say about my husband because he is a man of God who doesn't allow his family to be drowned in the narrative of the liberal woke culture. He keeps us grounded in the word of the Lord, you know. He keeps us on the right track. And not only that, he's black. And we have a traditional family. And we're raising children. And all in these ways. And that makes the liberals really fear us. And in their eyes, that is dangerous because you keep having families like this, minority families step up like this. That is very dangerous to the bigger picture. So I just wanted to put out the reminder that, you know, our local news stayed silent, but God lifted up a voice, and that was His doing. And all glory goes to Him, because at the end of the day, we need to trust Jesus. We need to put our faith in Him. And while we are occupying, you know, the Bible says that we need to occupy until He returns. And this is what we're doing. We're occupying. We're not just going to roll over and die. And I know I've posted about this before, is that, you know, I don't know what your faith is telling you to do, but my faith is not telling me to roll over and die. And we need to continue to take these stands. And we need to remember that it is the Lord that parted the Red Sea. It is the Lord that gave Moses the staff. It is the Lord that gave Moses the people to help him hold up his arms. And when he brought his arms down, the destruction came in. And when he lifted his arms, a way was made, you know, and he gave him the people to surround him and to help him lift up his arms and to be a voice, you know. So the Lord is amazing, and so are the opportunities that have been set before us. And this is one of the reasons why I love living on American soil. I mean, the opportunities are are endless, really. You know, there is no glass ceiling. I don't know. I would have to look up where that saying came from, but I don't believe there is a ceiling at all. Um, the opportunities are endless, and it doesn't matter how much melanin you have or don't have. It doesn't matter what your background is. This isn't about race and identity politics. This isn't about who you voted for, although that tells us a lot about your beliefs. But that aside, I'm just saying that these narratives need to be broken. The truth needs to be heard. And we need to understand what the true deadly virus is right now, and just keep talking, just keep speaking truth, keep speaking truth. So I just want to get on here and just throw that reminder out there real quick. Let's see here. The interview is going to be here in a little over an hour. So let's see here. And I don't know if I'm going to keep. So I have been going live on BCP's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and then my Facebook and my YouTube. And I don't know if I'm going to keep going live on his platform. So you can find me on Facebook and YouTube under Frankly Jamie. You can find me everywhere under Frankly Jamie. It doesn't matter what platform you are. If you type Frankly Jamie in, I likely will pop up. So just in case, for those who are watching on BCP's platforms, we are one, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying, if ever I don't go live on his platforms, you'll miss it. Sorry. The baby is in here, so I just got to keep my keep my eye out. Okay. Oh, and also Rumble. And I'm going to start uploading. I'm on there, of course, Frankly Jamie as well. But I'm also going to start uploading BCP stuff up to Rumble as well. And I feel like there's some other things, but you know, all the social media takes a lot of work, and you have to learn each platform as you go, you know, so it does take a little bit of time. So here, let me see here. Okay, I want to go through and just hello everyone. I'm not a hero. I'm really not. I'm just somebody who was willing to be used, and the Lord decided to use my voice, you know. I just it was a long time coming. I've been so tired of the narrative. And if it's just here, like I spoke about before, if it's even just here in Oregon, you know, I really liked that I saw multiple news outlets report. They shifted. I'm not going to say they're all the way there, because they're not all the way there. And I'm not going to give them an A when they've received a C, when they deserve a C. They're not all the way there, but I saw a shift in their reporting, both by video and by article. And that is what we want. It's not don't tell what's happening. It's tell it right. Tell it the way it actually happened. Name the people who are involved. If it's Antifa, you darn well better call it Antifa. If it's Proud Boys, call it the Proud Boys. If it's a domestic terrorist group, Antifa needs to be named a domestic terrorist group. If it's not a white supremacy group, stop calling them that. Like, just stop calling them that. That ruins people's reputations, and it's not okay. It's just absolutely not okay to just go around calling everybody a white supremacist when that is not the case. And this is largely why both minorities and non-minorities are coming against CRT, because who wants their minority child to be told from childhood that they have a target that is their skin color that will forever hinder them, and they will never be able to escape it? Who wants to instill that into their child? Like, don't worry, you will never be successful and there's nothing you can ever do about it. And then who wants to tell their other children that no matter what anybody says, you're racist because you're white, and there's nothing you can ever do to not be racist. And if you don't think you're racist, you're racist. Who wants to tell their kids that? Like, this is horrible programming. Absolutely horrible programming. We are setting our children up for absolute failure in life. And that's why we see a lot of minorities that are coming against this, because as a minority myself, I'll be darned if I'm going to let somebody come into my home or into their lives if they were in public school. Praise the Lord, they're not. But I'd be darned if I'm going to let somebody come into their life and tell them that they have... there's something about them, which is their skin color, that they will never be able to change. They'll never be able to change it. And it will always be that way. That's not okay to me. I think that there's something seriously wrong with that. So, I don't know. Let me see if I can get... okay. See if I can get some questions here. It always flies in so fast, and I never don't want to show any of that. One of these days, I'm not going to be struggling with this program. I'll have it down, guys. But until then, this is what we get. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Questions. My wife was at the Let Us Worship event when your little one was almost badly hurt. Thank God for the lady who protected your child. Yes, thank you. Yes, praise the Lord. You are truly a hero. The antidote to Taliban Diva. That's hilarious. I love the names. I love reading comments. Like, I typically live in comment threads more than main posts. She had nothing to say because that's her way of life. That's the way she treats every minority that disagrees with her. David, the media lies, it didn't get approved. I'm not sure what that is. Never a dull moment when you have 3 teenagers. Oh my gosh, yeah, I can't wait. I have 1 teenager right now, and I'm just like, it's a whole new world. It is definitely a whole new world. Oh, yeah. Okay, but that must be talking about the FDA approval. I'm not sure if it was approved. I haven't looked into that yet. Thank you very much, Karen. That's really nice of you. It's not what happened to you. It's what you do with it. Absolutely. And a lot has been happening over the years. And so I've formulated all of these I have all these experiences to share, now that I'm kind of in a place where I have, my kids aren't quite as dependent on me as they once were. They're not old, but they're not, super, super dependent at this point. So I have a little more freedom to do some other things. And so, yeah, I guess now is just the time. Twitter is very negative. Oh, my gosh. Twitter is a place where, hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. That's the life. That is literally the life of a stay-at-home mom. And people think I eat bonbons. I don't even know if I've even tried a bonbon. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for all the compliments, real life. I can only, my prayer is that we do not raise children that become liberals. Dustin is not relevant. There are several people who make little videos and stuff that I wouldn't even name them because they are so not relevant. I don't have the time for any of the things. I don't have the I don't have the time for any of the negativity and the things that go against what our mission is. And our mission is our freedoms and our children, making sure that they have a world that they can live in that's not full of bloodshed, So, militaries forcing vaccines, not super surprised about that. We laugh at fear. Yes. Mwahahahahaha. I do. I definitely do. I was actually just telling somebody today, I was talking to Yanita, and I was like, I don't have fear, and I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, I can sit here, that's what I was telling her, I can sit here and I can give you the cliche answer about how, God is on my side and no weapon formed against me shall prosper and things like that, but, oh, you're okay. You're okay. But at the same time, a lot of people fear these Antifa people and these leaders, and for some reason, I literally just do not have an ounce of fear in me, and it's supernatural, is what it is, and that's the thing that I was trying to get across, is that it's a supernatural absence of fear. So. It is what it is, but I'm really glad that I'm able to be the voice. 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna go get her fed and stuff before the interview. Traditional families trigger liberals, yes they do. Yeah, I have a lot of trolls. One of the trolls on Twitter had the nerve to say I was married to a white conservative man. The things they make up, it's crazy. So not only is he white supremacist, but now he's just fully white. I mean, they do not play around when they say they don't see color. Like, they don't see color to the point of lunacy. Like, it's just, because, like, has now crossed the line from kind of a concept. Like, I get the concept. Like, they're saying, like, not the liberals, because we know that they really don't care about minorities. But when somebody says I don't see color, like, I understand what they're saying. Like, they see me and they value me as a person rather than the color of my skin. I'm not really a big supporter of I don't see color things. I mean, I want you to see my color. I love my color. I see your color and I love your color and I love you. It's a part of you. It doesn't define you. So I'm not really on board with the whole I don't see color things, but the loony lefties are so gone in the head that they literally don't see color to the point that they've gone off their rocker, completely off their rocker. So they don't see it so much. Quincy is now a white conservative man, white supremacist, likely going to be leading the KKK at some point in time. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you for all the blessings, you guys. Your prayers are absolutely amazing. Oh, is Jersey Girl on here? Jersey Girl, are you there? Because I'm still trying to figure out Twitter. I asked her a question. She was calling me a name, not a bad name, I don't think. It started with a B the other night, and I don't, one, know how to pronounce it, and two, I don't know what it means. So if you were on here, please tell me what that word is, because I asked you on Twitter, but I don't know how to get back to the comment. It sounds so ridiculous. Oh, yes. Okay. Nope, they reported, but not the truth and still holding information out. Yeah. They reported it, but it just wasn't enough. They're not there yet, but there was a small shift. Seeing the videos of happening to your family made me sick. I'm so sorry for you and your family to go through that. As a veteran of the military, I'm ashamed that my country has protections for scum like that, whom act like that for children. Yeah. It is quite embarrassing. Tell it right, tell it clearly. I completely agree. Let's see here. Hey, everyone from Twitch. Let's see, Facebook. You need to sit. One of these days, she's gonna be my assistant. Field all those questions. I don't know what the future holds, guys. I mean, this is like all I know is that my children were put in grave danger in a moment that we should not have had to even consider that an option. And because you guys know us, many know us, there are probably some new people, but many know us well enough to know that I vet these events fairly well. And I don't just take my kids out to anything. And that just really sparked something in me to where it's like, it's unbelievable that even the event that had never crossed my mind still turned dangerous. And I know exactly why it turned dangerous, but it was never dangerous. It's never dangerous until Antifa shows up. Antifa is the danger. And I'm never going to stop saying that. I'm never going to stop saying that. Liberals are the danger. It's not white supremacy. It's liberal supremacy. They think they're better than us. They think, it's their job to stop people that they deem white supremacists. White supremacy is not the main issue in Black or minority America. That is not the main issue we're facing. So, it's not their job to go around calling everybody a white supremacist so that they can take them out. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Let me see. Looking for questions. Twitter's a cesspool. A lot of sad people on Twitter. Yeah. I would have to agree. There are a lot of sad people on there. I haven't really been, the Newsmax interview is today at, it'll show on the Greg Kelly Reports show at 4:45 Pacific, 7:45 Eastern. All is well. Greg Foreman is the Black Conservative Perspective. Yes, we didn't know there was another BCP until Quincy got it started, and then all of a sudden it was like, is it this BCP or that BCP? Fear, false evidence appearing real, which is the opposite of love. Cast out all fear and doubt. Absolutely. Do not fear antis. I do not. Yeah, the attack was just like, it was like the thing that there was more than one explosion that day. There was the explosion that almost killed my kids, and there was an explosion in me that was like, now is the time. I know. She, thank goodness I have, the boys are my extra arms for the baby. You get to tally Pantifa, and I'm like, I just have no fear of them. No fear. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I am going to, go ahead and get the baby fed, and she's not crying right now because she has her brother's arms to sit in, but I want to get her fed and stuff, and I don't pay attention to color. That's good. I like that. It's not that I don't see it. It's just, I don't really, I mean, it's like, it's so far down on the totem pole of priority, like, it just doesn't matter, you know? Skin color don't matter. I don't even know how to make that like a neat saying. It's just, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I like that. I don't pay attention to it. Whatever. Who cares? Um, okay. I always get behind and then, okay. I saw that Dr. Steve Turley. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That guy's hilarious. That was funny. I actually thought that was really funny. Okay. So so I just wanted to come on here and just let you guys know I'll be on Newsmax, and I'm hoping I say the right things. I was telling Anita earlier. I said, you know, a crash and dash at a press conference is when your adrenaline's pumping and you have no idea what you're going to say or do, is much different than, you know, a planned interview. And I'm really not, don't feel like I'm really good at those. And I just, like I said, I just want to be the voice and say the right things. So just be praying for me, guys, and we'll just keep going. You know, we'll just keep going. And I think I will also be talking with Will Johnson. I don't know if it'll be today. I think it'll be today, but it might not be. And then also a podcast with with the Beard Vet on. I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts, but I'll be on the Beard Vet. I don't know. I think it's just Beard Vet. I'll get the details of this and get them out to you. But I'll be on the Beard Vet podcast and possibly the Conservative Daily. So yeah, we're just gonna onward, Christian soldier. Yes, Pam. Yes, that's exactly it. That like totally just wraps it up. It's onward, Christian soldier. Even if you stand alone. Sometimes that's the only way to be seen. But the amount of support that I've seen out there is absolutely amazing. And it's just like, yes, let's just keep going until we see the change. And we will just kill them with their own illogical, ridiculous rules. All right? So I will see you guys later. And remember, today is the day of salvation. So choose Jesus. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.